A $4 million interceptor destroying a $20,000 drone sounds like a win, until the attacker launches 100 more. That's the story modern air defense planners are actually living, and it's almost never in the headlines. This is why the Patriot versus Shahed debate isn't really a technology story. It's a math problem.
Start with what these systems actually are, because they're not designed to compete in the same category. The Patriot is a high-end air defense architecture built to handle the most dangerous aerial threats: ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, advanced aircraft. A single Patriot PAC-3 interceptor runs roughly $4 million per shot. Higher-end systems like THAAD go up to $12 million per round. These are precision instruments engineered for the most serious threats in the sky. The Shahed 136 is built on an entirely different philosophy. It's a one-way attack drone, a loitering munition, designed for mass, persistence, and attrition. Open source estimates put its unit cost somewhere between $20,000 and $50,000. It flies low and slow, which actually makes it harder for some high-end systems to track and engage. This is not Ferrari versus Ferrari. It's premium interceptor architecture versus a flying attrition tool built to pressure defenses through sheer volume. Here's where the real story begins. The exchange ratio. Between October 2023 and July 2024, Israel spent an estimated $1.3 billion intercepting Iranian-origin drones and missiles. The attackers' cost to launch those attacks? Roughly $100 million. That is a 13-to-1 spending disadvantage for the defender. In one intense 72-hour conflict window in early 2026, Patriot batteries reportedly expended over 1,200 interceptor rounds, generating an intercept bill exceeding $4.8 billion. Over 10,000 Shahed launches in Ukraine have driven more than $1 billion in defender interceptor costs. All these figures are open-source estimates that vary by contract, missile type, and configuration. But the directional math is consistent across every credible source. The Shahed doesn't have to be sophisticated. It just has to force you to burn sophisticated inventory. When you see a headline reading, 47 drones intercepted, it feels like a win. Tactically, it is. But the real question is, how long can you sustain that? Lockheed Martin hit a record of roughly 600 Patriot interceptors produced per year under surge conditions in 2025. A single saturation attack can consume hundreds of rounds in hours. Factories simply cannot replenish inventory fast enough when high-tier interceptors are your default answer to mass drone warfare. In air defense, a tactical success can still feed a strategic failure when every shot is too expensive to repeat. Now, none of this is an argument against Patriot. The system is irreplaceable against ballistic missiles and serious high-end threats. There is no substitute for what Patriot does at the top of the threat tier. The problem is category mismatch. When Patriot batteries are being consumed by cheap attrition drones, they're unavailable or depleted when the genuinely dangerous threats arrive. Patriot is not the problem. Using the wrong price point for the wrong layer of the fight is the problem. The answer is layered defense, matching the cheapest reliable kill tool to each threat tier. For low, slow drones like the Shahed, that means autocannons, guns, and electronic warfare that jams guidance systems. Lower-cost rocket options, fighter gun kills. Ukraine has deployed interceptor drones costing $1,000 to $2,000 each that are achieving strong kill rates against incoming Shaheds. The US developed a counter-drone system called Lucas for around $35,000. Built specifically to answer cheap threats without burning expensive inventory. Directed energy weapons project future intercept costs down to roughly $100,000 per shot. And a 2025 executive order targeted production of over 300,000 drones at roughly $2,000 each by 2027. Direct acknowledgement that the economic equation must be answered with equal economic logic. The goal is not just to kill the drone, it's to kill it with the cheapest, reliable tool available. Patriot versus Shahed is not a story about which machine wins. It's a story about cost imposition, inventory stress, and the industrial side of modern warfare. The side that builds sustainable interception, not the most spectacular single-night intercepts, wins the longer contest. Because the future of air defense will not be decided by who gets the most dramatic headlines,
It'll be decided by who can keep intercepting on day 30, day 60, and day 100. Headlines track kills. Strategy tracks cost, capacity, and endurance. If this kind of analysis is useful to you, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.